You bring me to the Ben Simmons question, because I think you're talking about these young players right now. And we've been talking about it the last couple of days. Marshall Falk and I were talking about it yesterday about mental health, mental illness, but also just needing to look into yourself to want to be better, to not have to have a coach tell you and push you, but reacting that way. What's your thought, Shaq?
I would like to talk to a mental health expert. I want to know, can mental fortitude be looped inside of mental health and mental illness? Because I don't know. I just know that you have to have tough mental fortitude to be great. You have to have excellent mental fortitude to be one of the greatest. Criticism comes with the game. I said on TV, you don't think they asked Phil Jackson, could you win with Shaq missing free throws? He probably said the same thing Doc said. You don't think I looked in the stands and seen you and Rich make a face when down by one when I missed a free throw? You don't think used to, when I'm walking around and people saying, hey, he's a great player, but he can't make a free throw. You don't think that bothered me? But I had the tough mental fortitude to get through it and persevere because I wanted to be great. When I first got to LA, Jerry West sat me down and said, at the end of this thing, whenever you retire, you could either be up there with the greats or it's going to be a bust. And it'll be one of the biggest busts in history. I don't want to be a bust. I don't want to be on that side of history. I want to be on it. So I did whatever I had to do. I sucked it up. I let people talk. Suzy was there. I wanted to beat teammates up, and Suzy would calm me down, and Suzy would, if I give her a wrong answer, she's like, I'm not going to print that, Shaquille. That's going to cause problems. That's why I love Suzy, because she was honest, she had integrity, but she also taught me. Because I would just say whatever, and she'd be like, Shaquille, I'm not going to say that. Maybe you should say it like this. She's actually like a teacher. But that's why whenever Suzy calls, I consider her and Rich friends. But I need to find out, is there a difference? Can they intertwine with each other? Because I don't know. I don't want to say the wrong thing. I do know that when I run around L.A. and I see those people living on the streets, to me, that's mental illness. I wanted to do a show one time about, I just wanted to hang out with a homeless person and, just hang out with them, see what they're going through and try to help them get a job. No company would insure it because they said mentally they don't know what a person could do or would do. No company would insure it. Like, I just want to stay out there 30 days with them. Don't bother me. No leaving food on the side. I was just going to actually see what it feels like for 30 days. But I know that those people have mental problems. And it's just hard for me to believe that a guy that's making 40, 50 million, all of a sudden, it just comes. And then I also want to know, can it just come all of a sudden? Because, if you're 17 and you tell me that you've had it, and, you're 30, we already know. But can you just come out of nowhere and say, I got it? I mean, I need to know these questions because I don't want to say the wrong thing and disrespect people. You know what I mean? So I need to reach out to Dr. Oz or Dr. Suzy and ask these questions because I don't really know.
Two more questions for Shaquille O'Neal. He's joining us on the Mercedes-Benz Vans phone line. So Jerry West was with us yesterday and really went deep into his own experience with mental health and the dark days that he had when he played, and even went so far as to say yesterday was a bad day or the day before was a bad day, and really shared with us. It really touched a lot of our viewers and listeners. Did you ever have those kind of days? Have you had those kind of days, Shaq?
All the time. But I don't want to. I don't know what it is. I just know that when you're raised by a drill sergeant, you're trained a certain way. I'm not allowed to have those days. I'm not allowed to feel down. Because, what about the people that are really going through stuff? You know what I mean? I understand those people, but I've always had coping mechanisms on how I get out. I don't know what it's called, but I don't want to say it's that because I don't know if it's that. But I never, my motto is to just be happy, take care of other people, and just stay on a righteous, positive path. But everyone has dark days, but I just always try to, bounce back.
So what's your message then to Ben Simmons as he now joins a new team, seems to come back in with a smile on his face and joins the New Jersey Nets? What's your message?
I do not have a message for him. I wish him well. I hope all his dreams come true, and I hope he wins a championship. I hope he finds ways to cope with what's going to continue to happen. Criticism will never stop. Social media will never stop. You miss a shot down by one, the faces will never stop. So hope he design ways to cope with that. Because guess what? Magic went through it. Bird went through it. Forget the names I just said. What about Bill Russell? Couldn't stay in the white hotels, and could only have to drink out the color only faucets, and he would ride and he'd be separated from his team. He'd get death threats. You don't think he had stuff to go through and stuff to battle? So I don't have the message. I wish him well. I wish everybody well.
Hey, you watched all the way to the end. Thanks for that. Watch more right here.